and welcome back to another movie review. This one is not one that I would have probably expected that I would have been watching, and normally just on concept of who's in it alone is really not one that I would have expected I'd be watching, since not only is it an Adam Sandler film, and generally, with the exception of Eight Crazy Nights, he just bothers me. Russell Brand is in it, and we all know how I feel about Russell Brand ever since he was in the remake of my favorite movie ever. I'm sorry, I'm still not over the remake of Arthur, okay? I'll never be over it. But anyway, so watching the Disney movie Bedtime Stories, and finding out that both of them are in it, I probably would have tapped out and just not bothered watching it if I had known that going in. I went into it knowing that Adam Sandler was in it, but I don't know, I guess I was feeling generous or something, I don't know, it, for whatever reason, didn't bother me as much last night to watch something with him in it for once. I don't know what's wrong with me, maybe I'm broken, but, anywho, let me check this real quick. What time are we at? Alright, anyways, so this film's premise is that there was a hotel owner that he raised his kids in the hotel that he owned. It was like a little family-run business thing that prided itself on the whole family experience, this, that, and the other. Tried to make it as nice as he could. One of the kids loved it, one of them was just about it, but he always told them these amazing bedtime stories every night. It basically made everything magical for him out of the mundane. And little did he know that his dad was struggling with this hotel and kind of ran it into the ground and it got sold. But I mean, it was sold on the premise that the son would one day be able to run the hotel. Fast forward, I don't know, 10, 20 years. Yeah, he obviously is not running it. He is the maintenance man there. It's as close as he got. It's basically been acted like that conversation didn't even happen, and there's been promotions and shit, and he gets looked over completely for them, because he's just a maintenance man. Who cares about the maintenance man? So that's all laid out and everything and set up. His sister is a teacher, but has been laid off, so she's looking for a job, needs him to help watch her kids for him, and it's gonna be doing the night shifts while her friend Jill does the day shifts, and her friend's Carrie Russell, but anyway, so he's just like, I don't know anything about kids, I don't have kids, how am I supposed to watch your kids for you? But okay, so he does, and she's like this super strict mom who's into all the, like, health nut foods to the point where she doesn't allow them to have sugar, she doesn't allow them to watch TV, she doesn't allow them to do pretty much anything fun that defines childhood ever, because she's just so uptight on everything. So he's like, yeah, we're throwing that shit out the window, and I'm going to let you actually be kids while I'm here. And, obviously he, like, smuggles them junk food, he, like, sneaks in a TV for them to watch. They have this guinea pig with, like, these ginormous eyes that's, like, kind of creepy. It's, like, creepy cute. I don't know. It's supposed to be creepy. I thought it was cute, but I like things with big eyes. But, I suppose if this were, like, a real-life guinea pig, it would creep me out, but as a cartoonish character, it was cute. But, none of this part really matters other than the fact that he tells them bedtime stories every night. In the first one, he's kind of just making up off the fly because he's looking through their books and they're, like, just cringy bad, like, the organic squirrel gets a bike helmet was, like, a legit actual example of a book that they have. And, oh, what were some of the other ones? They were equally as dumb, and that was the whole point. Blanking on them now, but that one in particular was just like, oh, that's so bad. That's so bad, and yet I know people who have actual real-life books, like, as cringy bad as that, but anyway. So he decides he's just gonna make up his own on the fly, where he's somewhat thinly veiled as the hero of this story and everything, and the kids are interjecting their own ideas of what they think should be in the story and everything, and it's kind of cute. It's like, you know, when you tell stories to little kids, usually they want to throw stuff in and have you incorporate it into those stories on the fly, like that, and just run with it. So he does, and he's thinking nothing of it. He's figuring just telling him a bedtime story. Until the next day, when stuff from that story starts to happen to him, like it's raining gumballs. What the hell? How did that happen? Shit like that. So he's just like, wait, maybe these kids are magic. So the following night he tries to, sway the hands of fate a little bit, just in case, get himself a Ferrari out of it, or like $100 million, or kiss the hot girl, all this stuff. Except that the kids are kind of sabotaging it at every turn, on purpose, and the kids are the ones in control of the story, so whatever the kids say is what's gonna happen with fate, basically. He doesn't know this yet, though. So he's trying his darndest to sway it, but because the kids aren't really going with it, Pan the next day, yeah, he thinks he's getting a free Ferrari, yeah, he gets his wallet stolen. He thinks he's gonna get to kiss the hot girl, yeah, he gets kicked in the shins by a midget. Stuff like that. So night after night, for the week that he's supposed to be watching them, he's slowly figuring out the intricacies of this, and how it all works, and he's getting a little closer each time. But somewhere in there, in one of these earlier stories, it is basically known that this guy's going to get a shot at the hotel, which ends up happening and becoming a thing. He needs to come up with a better idea than the other guy that automatically was gonna get it. And he's trying to sway that in the stories without making it super obvious to the kids that that's what he's doing, but he's totally doing it. And obviously shenanigans ensue the whole damn time, but since it's Disney, we all know what ends up happening, although there's bumps along the way, which do make it more interesting. Yes, I'm totally glossing over the Russell Brand character, because frankly, he doesn't freaking matter. And, just saying, I am not talking about him. I'm not going to do it. But, it's inconsequential to the story. He is a nonsense character that did not even have to be there. But, anywho, so his competitor, first time around, comes up with a hotel for a rock and roll memorabilia themed hotel, except that totally already exists. So that was how he gets his chance, because Adam Sandler's character points this out to the current hotel owner and everything. It's just yeah, that exists already. That's dumb. So this is where it comes into play that, well, if you can come up with a better idea, then it's yours. You get to run it. So he's trying to think of anything, while the other guy's just you're the maintenance man. You stand no chance. You just don't. And the whole time there's the increasing growing tension between Adam Sandler and Kerry Russell, because of course there is, because it's Disney. So many tropes are in this whole film that are really tired, but at the same time, it's a movie called Bedtime Stories. You know there's going to be common overused tropes through the whole damn thing, and if you go into it watching it, you kinda don't get to bitch about them, because you basically know going in that this is gonna be a thing, so shut up. Anyway, so obviously, lo and behold, he comes up with a better idea. Although I did crack up, I can talk, I'm still waking up, sorry, but I did crack up at his competitor's newer idea. Forget the rock and roll hotel, we're going to do a Broadway hotel. And yes, it showed Cabaret on the front of it, so I was just oh, I want to like it so bad, but I know he's the bad guy, but oh, personal interests conflict here. Darn it, I kind of really want to see that be a thing now in real life, damn. But anyway, yeah, his hotel, Adam Sandler's hotel, he goes to do his speech on what it is, except that right before, he got stung on the tongue by a bee. So he's just yeah, this is the only time I'm gonna mention Russell Brand. He has to play interpreter for him. But basically, he wants to have a family-experienced hotel to where if you wanted something that felt like home, you would just stay at home. If you go to a hotel, you want something that feels magical and special, and that is his whole premise of what he wants to do, and this is what wins him the hotel. And da-da-da-da-da. Except that, like, within 5 minutes of winning, he also gets fired, so, oh no, more drama, and he has to redeem himself at the last minute without giving away the biggest plot point of all in the whole thing, but yes, I know I'm leaving out big chunks of plot, but again, if you want to watch this, I'm trying to not give every single spoiler ever. It is what it is. But he does end up saving the day because, again, Disney, you knew it was going to end on a happy note. But, gonna be honest, I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it. I really expected I was going to, like I do just about anything Adam Sandler's ever been in. He just normally bugs me. But he didn't in this. As much as I want to say he did, Russell Brand didn't even totally, like, bug me in this. I was like, God damn it, I really, really, really wanted to like both of them right now, but I kind of can't in this one. Frick. But, it was cute. It's kind of a fluff movie that's easily forgotten about. Like, I just watched it, and I've already probably forgotten half the shit in it, so I mean, it's easily forgettable. It's kind of a filler movie that I think they threw in just to pad out another movie release in, like, 2009, whenever it came out. Was there really anything great coming out from Disney in 2009 other than, like, Hannah Montana? I don't think so. And was that even 2009? Probably not. Maybe it was. I don't know. But around that era, there was a lot of fluff movies coming out from Disney. I remember the ads for this thing at the time and thought it looked stupid then. Didn't think I'd ever find myself watching it, and yet here we are. I just watched it. I don't think I'd watch it a second time, but just as a one-off thing, just for boredom's sake, it's not terrible. It's not terrible. And for me to say that about Adam Sandler is saying a lot. For somebody who actually likes him, you know, maybe you'd feel even more favorable towards it, but as somebody who normally does not like him, to find it an actually cute movie, it's tolerable. It's okay. I wouldn't say it's a good movie. It's definitely an idea that's kind of been done to death. Obviously, they changed certain details to make it their own thing, but I mean, yeah, the whole concept's been done before. Maybe not with a hotel specifically, but I mean, in general, it is a tired trope, but it is a cute one. It's one that works. I mean, it made however much money that it made. I mean, it was a Disney film, for God's sakes, so there is that. But at the same time, easily forgettable, total fluff. It is a feel-good movie. Gotta admit, there was like a weird, one-off, brief, super-duper brief moment where I welled up a little bit. Not full on tears, just welled up a little bit. So I'm just like, it is a true Disney film. Damn it. You know it's a true Disney film when they make me cry, but they always make me cry at least once. But anyway, if I had to rate it, it's just very mediocre. I would probably just give it a 3 out of 5. It's not terrible. It's not even bad, but I wouldn't call it good either. It's okay. A little kid would probably quite enjoy watching it, but for a grown adult, it's like, it's okay. I'll sit through it once. I wouldn't want my kid to be obsessed with it and want that to be the thing that they are currently obsessed with watching every effing day over and over. I'd probably have to put a bullet in my head. But, I mean, just as a one-off, it's a cute movie. I will give it that. It's okay for a one-off. And a lot of the filler fluff movies from Disney are only meant to really be watched as a one-off, to have something to pad out, like the Disney Channel schedule to throw in between, you know, actual interesting movies. But, like I said, it is what it is, so it's alright. I would say it may be worth watching once if you want a cutesy, feel-good movie that doesn't require a lot of thinking with it. It's alright for that, so. Anyways, that's about all I can really say about this one. So, as usual, if you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe, hit that notification bell icon so you never miss an upload. Leave comments down below if you've ever seen this movie. What did you guys think of it? Good, bad, or otherwise, or just anything about anything. Leave it all down below. Make sure you're following my social media accounts, my Facebook fan page, my Twitter, my Instagram, my Etsy, everything and more. It's all down below. And if you like what I do here on this channel and you'd like to help support it, which does help so much, the donation link is down in the description. Get your name on the end card for a month from the time of donating and grab yourself some donator perks that are listed at the end of every video. And if you haven't heard it today and you need to, I love you and I am so proud of you. Anyway, guys, bye-bye.